Okay, guys, so now we're going to be going over question 6, which asks to provide the IUPAC name for the following compound, including the cis-trans designation. And so this question is pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and take it in parts just so that we know that we're doing the right thing. So the very first thing is let's figure out whether it's cis or trans. And so we've got a wedge and a dash, and so that is trans. If we had a wedge, cis. If we had a dash, that would be also cis. But whenever you have a wedge and a dash, that is trans. So we've got trans, and so that's going to be the first part of our name. So we'll add that on there. Okay, so trans. And then now let's figure out our base, which would be our longest chain. But in this case, we have a ring, so it's going to be the biggest ring. So that would be a cyclohexane. All right. And so now let's figure out our branches. Looks like we've got 2 ethyls and 2 methyls. So we're going to have somewhere in our name, we're going to have a diethyl and a dimethyl. Okay. And so now what we are going to want to do, and this is where this question it might be a little tricky for some of you, is we are going to number our ethyls and our methyls. And so you might be thinking, okay, well, the ethyl comes first in the alphabet, so I'm going to go ahead and give that the lowest number as 1, 2, 3, 3. However, actually, the methyls, since there's 2 of them, you can actually do a 1, 1, 2, 3, and so that those 2 1s are better than those 2 3s that we get when we start at this ethyl. So then we're actually going to be labeling these methyls as 1, 1, and the ethyls are going to be our 2, 3. And so when we put that all together, we're going to go ahead and put our ethyls first because the E comes before the M in the naming. So we're going to be trans 2, 3 diethyl dash 1, 1 dimethyl cyclohexane.